ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور
In the name of Allah, good evening and welcome to this hour's news. I'm Suleiman Talash and this is RTA News. Today is 7th of October 2024. The leader of the Islamic Emirate, Amir al-Mu'minin Hafazahullah, has issued a decree regarding the transparency in procurement and other contracts of ministries and Emirate agencies. According to the order of the said decree, in order to ensure transparency in the procurement, mining and other contracts of ministries and Emirate agencies, the subject of which is public property, Emirate officials cannot directly or indirectly participate in tender and the procurement of goods, services, and construction of mining contracts and other contracts. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan says that America has realized that its attack on Afghanistan was a mistake. The deputy spokesman of the Islamic Emirate spoke on the occasion of the 7th of October, or the 23rd anniversary of the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan. The Islamic Emirate considers the 7th of October as a dark day in the history of Afghanistan, because of which thousands of Afghans were martyred, wounded, and many more were compelled to leave the country. According to the deputy spokesman of the Islamic Emirate, American forces and their allies were defeated and forced to withdraw after 20 years of presence in Afghanistan. We have more in this report.
23 years ago, on this day, October 7, 2001, the Western coalition led by the United States attacked Afghanistan, and the longest war in the history of the United States began in this way. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan remembers this day as a turning point of the country's history and says that thousands of Afghans were martyred, wounded, and refugees as a result of the American war.
Today is the 7th of October, which coincides with the 23rd anniversary of the brutal invasion of the American invaders to Afghanistan. We call this day a dark day in the history of Afghanistan. This was a cruel invasion of Afghanistan, which resulted in thousands of innocent Afghans being martyred, injured, imprisoned, and homeless.
Washington was there when it attacked Afghanistan in order to eliminate the perpetrators of the September 11th attacks. But the deputy spokesman of the Islamic Emirate says that America has realized that its invasion to Afghanistan was a mistake. As a
result of Mujahideen's sacrifices in jihad, the invaders were defeated and the country was freed from the occupation. Now, alhamdulillah, the Islamic government has been implemented in the whole country.
After 20 years of fatigue, sacrifice, and jihad, the Islamic Emirate once again defeated America and its allies in 2021 and saved the country from their occupation.
Sheikh al-Hadith Maulavi Nida Muhammad Nadeem, the Minister of Higher Education, in his official visit to Daikundi province, a meeting with the leadership, teachers and administrative staff of Daikundi Higher Education Institution, listened to the requests and suggestions of the officials of this institution. The minister assured the officials of Daikundi Higher Education Institution that they will address their needs and added that the Islamic Emirate is committed to the development and standardization of the university and seminary and has proven it. Later, the officials of the institution shared the needs, problems and suggestions of the institution with the Minister of Higher Education, who approved 21 different proposals of the institution and assured full cooperation in other sections. Mullah Hamidullah Khunzada, the Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation, met with Muhammad Karmi, the Governor of Sistan and Baluchistan province of Iran, and his delegation. In this meeting, they discussed the development of transport and transit relations between the two countries, the increase of transfers from Chabahar port, the provision of facilities to transport companies and delivers this regard. Abdul Qahar Balkhi, the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, says that the arguments between the supporters of the government and political opponents in Pakistan can have a negative impact on the entire region. Mr. Balkhi wrote on his X page that the Islamic Emirate is closely monitoring the situation in Pakistan and hopes that the government of this country will take a reasonable approach to the growing dissatisfaction. On the other hand, political analysts point to the ongoing political and social situation in this country and say that Pakistan should accept the legitimate demands of the people. Let's see more in this report.
With the arguments between the government and political opponents in Pakistan and the recent increase of insecurity, Abdul Qahar Balkhi, the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Emirate, wrote on his X page that the ongoing arguments in Pakistan may have a negative impact on the entire region, and he asked the government of Pakistan to solve the problems through negotiations.
In Pakistan, the tension between the supporters of the government and the political opponents has reached an alarming level. The Islamic Emirate is closely monitoring the situation in Pakistan. The government of Pakistan should take a rational approach to the growing discontent.
Thousands of supporters of Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of this country, have started protests for his release. On the other hand, political analysts also consider the recent political conflicts in this country as dangerous for the region in addition to Pakistan.
Baluch movement, Pashtun movement, Imran Khan's PTM party, this is a big flood and the flood cannot be controlled soon. The current government of Pakistan is the people and it belongs to its people and it should listen to the voice of its people, sit with them and answer the demands of the people.
The recent situation in Pakistan has caused concern at a time when the country's insecurity and poor economy have caused the country to stagnate, and it has caused great damage to trust in the region.
Mullah Muhammad Isa Sani, the Minister of Public Works, visited the reconstruction projects of the Kabul-Kandahar highway and the mosques being built along the road. The ministry said that Mullah Muhammad Isa Sani has given serious instructions to the representatives of all contracting companies. Maulavi Sadr Azam Osmani, Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock, met with Emri Yaksak, Director of Coordination and Cooperation of Humanitarian Operations of the Islamic Organization Food Security. During the meeting, Mr. Osmani said that drug cultivation is banned in Afghanistan and farmers need to create jobs. And they said that Afghanistan is an agricultural country and machinerization of agriculture is serious need of farmers. 4 projects have been started in Bamiyan at a cost of 22 million Afghanis. The media office of Bamiyan province officials say that 4 basic and development projects have been started in this province at the cost of 21,950,000 Afghanis. Disaster Preparedness Department of Nuristan province distributed food and non-food and cash aid to 265 families of the province who were affected by natural disasters. 50 kilos of flour, 25 kilos of rice, 5 kilos of cooking oil, 10 cartons of milk and 5 blankets were distributed to 250 families and 10,000 Afghanis per family to 15 other families. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.
ساتوی پسروینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا